So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Delighted to have your company. We're back live with the women's canoe finals. And these are the 10. Just talked to Victoria Us from Ukraine. She'll be the second to drop. She's from Kiev and she heads to Tokyo. And she'll be followed by the world #1, Jessica Fox. Jess was third yesterday and looking to improve on the podium this afternoon. And, well, it will be France will lead us down this treacherous canoe course. And the alarm signal gets us underway. Welcome to the ladies canoe finals here, first World Cup of the 2021 season. Andrea Herzog will be our trailblazer of the 10 ladies that compete. She's a huge talent, just 20 years of age. She's an extreme kayaker as well, was fourth individually in the Extreme Kayak Europeans in Ivrea in the north of Italy just 5 weeks ago. And in this more traditional discipline, she was at the same European C1, individually 16th and team bronze with the French. She had a very good 8th in the last World Cup in Po late last year on home waters. And Andrea Herzog is off to a very good start here. Delighted to welcome back Jean-Pierre Bourris alongside me from Senegal, the Rio Olympian. Welcome, Jean-Pierre. Ladies are off to a good start here with Andrea Herzog. Clean start until the gate at 20. 2 seconds, the trailblazer of our ladies C1 final has just occurred.
Yes, back with the C1 women, the final category. And the first one, Andrea Herzog from France. Quite talented paddlers, a young one that will probably be in the World Championship in Tasen in Slovenia.
Yes, Andrea Herzog coming home, young gun, and it's just that late 20. A mistake at 20, the 2 seconds that the French paddler will add to get us underway here in Prague. It's tough conditions, Jean-Pierre. It's still windy and an overcast sky, not making it easy for the C1 ladies.
Yeah, a bit of wind, and it's not hot at the last days. So, of course, it influences a little bit the condition. You need to warm up a little bit more to get the body hot and ready for the race. It's really, yeah, depending on the weather, you need to adapt this warm-up and training before the race.
I've certainly seen a lot of canoeists in particular doing a lot of very last-minute stretching up before the start, just to keep everything in tip-top condition.
Yeah, the stretching are so important to have the muscle and all the articulation ready, and in particular in C1 where the position is not seated.
As away goes Victoria Us now on course for Ukraine, based in Kiev, and she told me she's a keen runner when she's not in the canoe. She heads for Tokyo directly after the Prague World Cup. She's very cool and it's a super start.
Yeah, Victoria Us. I have the chance, I was in the TIP with the development program since 2012, and she was there starting with this category, C1 women. It was a bit the beginning, yeah, a few years ago. Started in 2009 with the World Championship, and now we see these great ladies are involving so much, and now, yeah, competing with C1 men, we need to take care of it.
Yes, it's a mirror start for the ladies. One late mistake for the first down, and the second down, one early mistake for Victoria Us. She's compiling mistakes, I'm afraid, at 10 now for this 28-year-old. She was 28th for the last Olympics in Rio de Janeiro. And she takes quite a wide line back to 13, had quite a long upstream paddle.
Yeah, she didn't have the good orientation before the jump, and of course not taking the wave bring you really down on the gate 13, and she lost a really lot of time. Yeah, 50 seconds. It will be hard for the final, but still keeping and pushing for the last part. Going straight on the gate 19, up touch. Yeah, we saw the judges putting the boat in the front and upstream the gate 21. It's going well for the last part.
She's got a lovely smooth style, Victoria. She's so unflappable, isn't she? She just keeps calmly paddling. Doesn't quite avoid 24 though.
Yeah, still a touch gate 24. And now finishing the start line. Yeah, she knows it's too slow, too many mistakes, unfortunately.
Yeah, nice to see a little wave, but clearly frustrated, Victoria.
But it's the first final of the season for the first World Cup. Still a lot coming away, so yeah, need to adjust and be ready for the other one.
Yes, and even the world stars have got to get back into practice. They're of course all rusty after the long break with Corona, so even the best in the world are just having to get the cobwebs away, Jean-Pierre, and say, right, here are the Olympics coming up.
Yeah, that was this year is so particularly challenging with the lack of race. Even the top paddler sometimes miss a bit of this experience. And now we are on course with Jessica Fox from Australia.
Yes, from top paddlers to the very best in the business. She's got the record as the best, most decorated World Championship paddler in canoe slalom history. World #1 in the double disciplines K1 and C1. Marseille-born Australian Jess Fox is very well out of the start gates.
Yeah, very, very impressive, having even the same line that the C1 man. She's really impressive.
And what a flip of the paddle there. She's so agile in her fingers to flip the blade around.
Yeah, and 7.6 seconds up. It's really crazy. I mean, it was Jessica Fox from Australia going on the 13th. Really great. Now heading on the second part of the course. She's going fast, very fast sweeping. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Keeping the power. 8
Jess
seconds.
Fox has got the wind in her sails. Boy, oh boy, she was third yesterday, and look at the head of steam, the Aussie.
She didn't
#1 is building.
She didn't make the best semi-final, but she's there. She's there for the final, and this is what is important.
The only thing eluding her trophy cabinet is that gold from the Olympics, and this, if she can now keep this up, will give her a lot of confidence on the road to Tokyo.
Yeah, a lot of confidence, of advantage. No problem for Jessica Fox, lack of race or whatever.
No.
She's there, and
she's like match practice. Do I need it?
Yeah.
Brilliant display, Jean-Pierre.
And she's even challenging the C1 men. First place from Jessica Fox.
And so cool to see her reaction. She smiled there momentarily as if to say, I don't believe what I've just done on the clock. That was some reaction from the best in the world.
Yeah, and I think it's the release, like it was so hard designed and going, making a clean run and fast. Just releasing it so well, yeah.
And it shows the absolute nails build of the world #1, that she could fight through yesterday, have not the perfect semi, come out today and be like, yeah, this is just why I am Jess Fox.
Exactly, yeah, she's there, she's present.
That was the flip I was talking about. It was like something from the Cirque du Soleil. Quite brilliant.
When we saw this kind of flip, it's really impressive. We are still the category C1 men holding, not flipping, but it's changing, and this kind of ladies pushing us to change.
Well, Jess Fox has absolutely caught Prague on fire on this overcast, otherwise fairly gloomy Sunday morning. We are now all at the races. That was quite sensational. Now, this lady was very good yesterday for 7th in the K1 World Cup. She's 22 years of age only. We wish her well. Bicep power. Elena Apel is away for Germany.
Yeah, it's a really talented one. Going well on the first part. Oh, touch gate number 3. Going on the this 4, 5, 6. up, pushing hard. Oh, unfortunately, small mistake, number 6. I think it's the end. It's the end for Elena Apel from Germany.
Yes, what a shame. The second to capsize. We had our Tasmanian guest in the men on his back earlier, and Elena Apel, I'm afraid, upturned, and she's having a difficult start.
Yeah, gate number 6, sorry, 50 penalty, and you know it's dead with this small mistake. The course in Prague is so hard, even the smaller mistake.
Penalised heavily.
Yeah.
And she's 22. She won the individual silver of the Worlds in Brazil. K1 category that was back in 2015. And Elena Apel has had a really tough run, and particularly in the wake of Jess Fox's exhibition. This is a rough lesson for this young gun, but yeah, you're going to learn big things here this morning.
Yeah, of course, but we'll see probably Elena in Markleberg in the next World Cup that will be held in Leipzig in Germany next week.
You can see on the stern of her boat the Bundeswehr label. That's the great sports school in Germany. So much of their sporting talent emerges from the Bundeswehr, and Elena Apel coming home. It's been really tough to watch, but as we say, this is the name of the game occasionally, and her future is very bright, but today it is going to be 62 seconds down on the leader for Australia.
Yeah, a little bit far, but you know, it's a final. You need to take all the risk, because you know that all will be played here, only 10 paddlers, so yeah, trying to go and taking some risk. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
That's right, you've got to take it on the chin, swallow your medicine, come back, stand up next time and come back fighting. So, Elena Apel, the 4 to go down this ladies C1 final course. One more before the halfway break, and then we'll hope to catch up with Jess Fox at the halfway interview. But a very focused, steely look, and Poland, your pick for victory this afternoon.
Yes, we will follow also close Aleksandra Stach from Poland.
She's young like Elena Apel, 21 years of age, started paddling in 2015, and she's a lefty. Gets out of the start, curve line into 1. She was beautiful in the semi-final. It was such a good early run she posted, was the leader for much of the ladies' semis.
Going clean on the first gate. She needs to decide to take spin on gate 4. Going straight 5. Yay, so far so good, so clean.
Yes, it's
Great
very
start.
composed, isn't it? She looks very much in a rhythm. Gets into a little bit of bother at 7. Had to make a late adjustment.
Okay, gate number 8, 9. Okay, a little bit of time missing. Touch number 10, 2-second penalty. And oh, unfortunately, she missed the gate number 12. We will see if she will force to take it back. So hard this course. It's really tough and challenging, and we see even the best missing.
Alex Stach has got a gold 2018 and silver 2019 at the C2 World Championships mixed doubles. She's having a tough midsection, the pole. Claudia Zwolinska won the K1 ladies kayak in quite an extraordinary style. She was the last to drop in the final yesterday. Poland won't be, I'm afraid, winning the C1 as well. But I love her composure, Jean-Pierre. She's just still focused. She's not at all flustered, and that is essential.
Yes, of course. You need to keep the line and keep the course running. I mean, it's not finished, and again, it's to gain some experience and trying things. And until the end, you must fight. It's the goal of the sport. It's the goal of the athlete. Even with the mistake, penalties, still pushing and keeping the line until the end. Aleksandra Stach will finish in the sprint, arriving at the gate number 25.
Yeah, real shame in the midsection, 10 and 12, and she got into really tricky water. And a super reaction. She smiles as if to say, well, I did my best, and fourth position, could do no more.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see. I mean, this feeling. It's a game. Sometimes we won, sometimes we lose. So, but the thing is to be fair play and still smiling.
And all the competitors know just how big and demanding this Vltava river is. So if they have an unexpected run, they say, well, we knew that before we came to Prague. It's part of the Prague plan, even if it wasn't their ideal.
Yeah, exactly. The Prague plan. It's never that we have in mind. Always changing, always moving, and just keep the things going.
We're in the middle of women's canoe final. Jessica, you are firmly in the lead. How was the run? Was it perfect?
Look, it was probably my best run of the weekend, and to have a clean run today is what I wanted to finish on, so I'm really happy with that run.
Thank you.
Well, the exhibition from the world number one was quite sensational. 16.75 seconds, an absolute whitewash from Jess Fox. At the interval of this ladies C1 final, can anybody beat her? Her sister will be the very first of the second half, Noemi Fox. And well, there's some serious talent in this last half. Jean-Pierre, who do you think can rival the world number one?
Mallory Franklin. I saw her paddling on the heat on the semi-final. She's so impressive. The women have really to take care of her. She's really paddling, I mean, the same style and the same speed as the C1 men. She's so impressive. We have to follow it with care.
Good. Last the drop will be this lady, Mallory Franklin, putting her tongue out at the world number one as if to say, I am coming, Jess Fox. This is the current position. Angel Hoog first down. Second best run so far behind Jess Fox. And Victoria Arswell, we know her talent didn't go according to plan. She's still on the podium in third position for Ukraine.
I think we will see some movement, probably, to number 2 and 3.
Noemi Fox, a long, slow exhalation. Her sister was quite sensational. 24 years of age, she took the individual bronze, the C1 world bronze, under 23 category in Ivrea in Italy 3 years ago. Noemi Fox gets underway. Will she be kissing the Prague course afterwards? That is my question. Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's start with Noemi Fox on the gate number 3. Clean start. It's really important to have space, to feel confident at the start, because it will bring the tempo, I mean the feeling, the line of the race, and which is really important.
Yeah, it's crucial to get early confidence, and I'm afraid it's an early blemish for Noemi Fox.
Oh yeah, small mistake at the gate number 7.
Back caught the left hand of the vertical at 7. Boats all over the place coming through this very big mid-water section. Another problem at 11 or 50. 50 at 11 apparently.
Yeah, I didn't see well, but probably the judge are pending. We will see. We will wait the confirmation, which is a new thing.
Yeah, it wasn't obvious to our eye, but as you said quite rightly earlier, we don't always have the sort of distance perspective to be able to see close up if there has been a 50.
Yeah, exactly, and we really have to have the whole body and a part of the head going through the gate, and if you are not in the trajectory of the gate and push with the paddle or with the boat, it can be considered at the 50. Yeah.
And we've got some superb drone overhead footage here as well in Prague, which is giving us that bird's eye perspective to really see the penalty status. Noemi Fox is now fighting for home. Pending decision 2 confirmed. 2 seconds to add at 7 and 12. Oof, big hit though, I'm afraid, at 24.
Yeah, it will be hard. It will be hard for Noemi Fox to get the podium, to be on the top 3 paddlers. Unfortunately, Noemi Fox with a 50 second, which appear on the screen. 5th place for Noemi Fox from Australia. Yeah.
Yes, the missed gate at 11, I'm afraid, is confirmed. Noemi Fox, it's a cool reaction. She's taking it very much in her stride. The canoeist from the Penrith Valley Canoe Club, which was the venue of the 2000 Olympics in Sydney, famous whitewater course down under. Doesn't go her way. Her sister, it's a tale of the two sisters, I'm afraid, with Jess Fox way ahead, and Noemi completing, but not the run she wanted.
Yeah, I think she didn't go according to her plan. A little bit touching with the hand at the gate number 11, and it was so hard. It's so hard here to go from the gate number 12 and 13, and we saw her not taking the hole in the way, pushing her and out. Unfortunately for Noemi Fox, it's the hand here at the 5th place provisionally.
But the alarm has signalled the arrival of the world number 4 reigning world champion facing Jess Fox. Andrea Herzog is on the course for Germany, hails from Meissen up to the northwest of Dresden. She's based in Leipzig currently, where we'll go next week.
Yes,
she's got it all to do, Jean-Pierre.
Let's go, yeah, for the next week. Will be interesting. And now on course with Andrea from Germany. Great start, clean run. We will see the first lead time according to Jessica, 2.95. It's still on track. We have this massive run from Jessica Fox.
Yeah,
so fast.
Just shows how devastating Jess Fox was, because Andrea Herzog has made a good start, but she's still nearly 3 seconds down on the Aussie.
Really great gate from 12 and 13. Maybe she will get some time ahead. Yes, still in contact. 2 seconds up for Andrea. She's still on track.
But let's not forget, she's still only 21 years of age, and that world title came at Laseo as a 19-year-old, so she's a phenomenal young talent. Big drop off the stopper to come back well through 18. Second place is looking likely here for the German.
Yeah, she has really great control. The boat is really on the top of the water, which is important, and not slowing down her. And it's going well, No penalties, still have a clean run. Now on the final gate, number 24, 25. We will see if we have.
Come on, Andrea Herzog, as she bow crosses the paddle, and it's going to be second. She pretty much stays on that first split. The advantage doesn't change the Jess Fox hold, and into second place goes Andrea Herzog. The world champion goes in behind Jess Fox.
Yeah, and I think she missed the time at the start, at the first split, and she success to keep this time. So yeah, I mean, maybe on the analysis it will be just the first section. She needs to improve a bit, and after to keep on the same line. Yeah.
But super to watch from Andrea Herzog. Very cool, very composed, and she slots in just behind Jess Fox with only 3 more to come. So I think a medal is looking possible.
Yes, yes, for Jessica, for sure. I mean, she will be on the podium. We will still have to wait and see the 3 athletes from Austria, Nadine Weratschnig, Tereza Fiserova from Czech Republic, and finally Mallory Franklin from Great Britain.
Well, the cool eyes of Jess Fox playing to our spectators as if she doesn't anticipate victory. She knows this lady's very strong. World number 5, Nadine Weratschnig, is away. Comes from Austria's deep south down near the Slovenian border. Worth the say. So beautiful base, but another one capsizes.
Directly at the start, it's so hard. She tried to push him.
Oh my word.
Oh no.
Double upturning for Nadine Weratschnig.
It's so hard to start this start from Nadine, and a 50-second penalty, unfortunately.
And capsizing is one thing, but when it happens right in the middle of the upstream gate, she had no chance to avoid the 50. It's a really tough start for the Austrian.
Yeah, and I think she tried to get back on this gate, but the current pushed her, and again had a capsize, and at the end she was too late. And
well, Jess Fox was devastating, and I'm afraid the Vltava River has devastated Nadine Weratschnig's efforts here in Prague. It's a real... The tail is weaving back and forwards this afternoon, just coming to noon here in Prague.
Unfortunately for Nadine Weratschnig, and a second 50 penalty at the gate number 6. and she's starting the last part of this Czech section. She know it's hard. She know that at the beginning it was not according to the plan, but still going ahead and finishing.
Yeah, this Czech river is just springing surprise after surprise. She's the world number 5. She won the individual bronze in Lasseo's World of 2019. So again, absolute world class. And she's got a pending decision at 17 as well. So I'm afraid it's a horror show for the Austrian.
Yeah. It's not a good day. It's not a good day. And unfortunately, we will finish here. Yeah, she she stopped paddling and just skipping, as it was not the run according to her plan.
No, fair enough. But she's just kind of said, look, despondently, that was not what I had in mind. And sad to see Nadine Weratschnig having a cheeky smile, as if to say, this water is a monster.
Yeah, and we saw here she put too much eddy on the left, which is forced her to capsize. She didn't keep, and yeah, having not the blade on the left side to balance and equilibrate, it's really hard.
And just for our new viewers, Jean-Pierre, the eddy sections, the little upstream areas, where the downstream is just obstructed by the boulder, so the water can either congregate and be still or can travel upstream slightly, the eddies.
Yeah, and for this kind of important movement, it's to keep the boat flat or have a little edge on the left to turn faster. We saw some great K1 men, K1 women doing this. But in C1, when you're paddling on the right side, can't balance and equilibrate on the left, and we have some mistake.
This lady looks superb in the semis. Tereza Fiserova trying to give the home nation a second victory here in Prague. She's the world number 6. She's still only 23, and it's a beautiful start.
Yes, we are with the two lady on course. Jessica Fox still having the lead.
And she's yet to win a C1 World Cup. She's won 2 C2 World Cups in Krakow and in Laseo in 2018, but hasn't had a C1 victory as yet. So this is crunch time, and she's not a million miles away.
1.5 second down, still in contact, still in touch. Really great if she can. Yes, on the gate 13. She was quite up. Which is a great thing. She needs to continue and push hard. Changing on the left stroke. Yes. And heading on the up number 16.
Tereza Fiserova is really fighting here. She's got a pending decision at 13, but the Czech paddler is unruffled. She's just focused on this course, as you've got to be every millisecond of the way.
Oh, unfortunately, a touch number 17, a 2-second penalty will be enough for the podium. She needs to push again more at the end to be on the podium. It will be a little bit hard for the first place, but maybe for the top 3 it will be enough.
Andrea Herzog at this point is second behind Jess Fox, as just coming down to the line, Tereza Fiserova. Pending decision still. We await a 17. That is, it's a very good run though. 5.61 seconds outside of Jess Fox, but 3rd position. And we've only got now one more to come.
One more, yeah. With the pending decision, we saw a little bit storm. Maybe a touch will be confirmed. Just have to wait the final result. But it was the 3rd place for the Czech. It will be hard. It will be hard to keep the 3rd place for the Czech, because after that we have Mallory Franklin from GBR from Great Britain. This strong lady can surprise us on this final C1 woman.
Well, Tereza Fiserova keeps the home nation up on the podium. We have Lukash Rohan to come in the men's C1 final later, as the Czech dream of a 2nd World Cup victory to add to Yuri Priskovic's brilliant K1 men's win yesterday. Tereza Fiserova was impressive this afternoon. Well done to her, but that lady has just got one more to sit out. But your hot favourite, this lady, Mallory Franklin, stony-faced now for Great Britain, 26 years of age, from Windsor in Berkshire, and 2017 world champion.
And let's go with Mallory Franklin on course on the top section. in the gate number 3. Yet a good upstream on the 3. She will start the gate number 4, 5. She did a spin. Still looking good on the good line. Whoop, just swiping and putting the head on the gate. Still good.
At the World Championships in Rio, she took the individual silver just in behind Jess Fox, who she targets now. That was 3 years ago in Brazil. And she's not a million miles away. No, 1.5 seconds only here, the disadvantage.
Yes, and we saw that Jessica was keeping all this time during the race, but still a good one on the gate 13. She will maybe gain some time. We will have to check on the second split.
6th in the individual European standings in Ivrea in 2021, just 5 weeks ago, and she is catching time here. 0.93, less than a second now, the disadvantage.
Yeah, she success to gain 0.5 second, which is really good. A little bit in difficulties on the gate
awkward
number 18.
line to 18, just lost the ideal line there.
Yeah, she was too much up. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, missed a bit of time.
And it's a real shame because she was gaining on Jess Fox, and it's just been thrown away, sadly, I think, with that error at 18. I think it can't be recovered.
Yeah, no, it can't be, but we will see on the final...
yeah, the podium.
The podium, and will be enough for
Come
the
on,
top
Mallory
3.
Franklin.
Mallory Franklin finishing the race. Will be enough.
Oh, just off the podium.
Yeah. 4th place for Mallory Franklin.
Yeah, and that 2-second penalty does cost her the 3rd position up on the podium. That mistake, just the wrong line into that upstream gate, Jean-Pierre, is a real shame. And particularly, as we say, she was gaining on Jess Fox.
Yeah, and the touch, adding with the lose of time of the wrong line. I mean, she was too high and tried to
yeah, so
recover.
2 seconds plus the need to re-navigate the line. That sort of wiggly route, sadly. So Mallory Franklin, I'm afraid, will not win this Prague leg. And she just misses out on the individual medals. This was the frustrating moment for Jess Fox, I think. Couldn't believe her luck. I think she was nervous.
Yeah. She was nervous, but she did it. She did it, and she was really impressive during all her race, Jessica Fox. Such a great race to watch and an exciting one.
Yes, the grim pain of Mallory Franklin, and we go to the World Cup C1 champion.
Kayak today, win in canoe. It must be an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now. It's so great to be back racing here, and Prague is always an amazing World Cup and a great challenge. The course was really challenging, so to put down the run that I did today, I'm really, really pleased.
What were the conditions like today? The weather changed quite a lot in comparison to Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it was a lot cooler today and a lot windier. I think it was kind of fluctuating. The poles were moving sometimes, and I think you just had to be really flexible and adaptable, and I took some more conservative options than my semi-final on 8, 9, 10 just because of this. So I think I managed the race really well.
You're qualified for Tokyo Olympics. You missed last season internationally. How important are those races prior to the Olympic Games for you?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't sure we were going to be able to come to these World Cup events, and we had to be ready to stay home all winter for us. And the fact that we could get here, it's amazing. I'm so happy to be here. I think it's really important for my preparation to be able to race and get that feeling on a start line. You know, you can try and practice that at training, but it's very hard to replicate. So, yeah, I'm taking each race as a practice and as a good training exercise.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, that was superb. Jess Fox winning 4.83 seconds was quite devastating. The Australian claims the opening leg of the C1 World Cup. Andrea Herzog, young gun for Germany, Jean-Pierre second, and Tereza Fiserova flies the home flag very well up on the podium in 3rd position. Mallory Franklin, that frustrating gate mistake puts her in 4th.
Yeah, she cost her the podium, and we have the really strong Jessica Fox, 4.83 seconds, which is quite a big gap. Really, really impressive.
And a run as a man, I don't like to admit it, but it gave me goosebumps watching. It was so good, so powerful. She was fearless, and she struggled yesterday. She had a bronze nevertheless, but by her high standards, not her best finish. And today she came out and had a bit of a laugh at the opposition.
Yeah, I think it's the frustration of the yesterday. She need to do it today, and she put all the hurt and the feeling and the power to do it. And a great achievement from Jessica Fox to take the lead in the first plane to the first World Cup here in Prague, in Czech Republic.
Well, we'll take a very quick break, everybody. We will be back in just a matter of minutes because the men's C1 final, the best 10 C1 men here in Prague, are lining up in this Vltava River up in the preparation zone upstream of the Whitewater artificial course. We'll be back with you in just a second. Thank you for your company. Well, minutes become seconds here in Prague because we can now look at the current World Cup standings after this first leg. Jess Fox with that win, 60 points clear of Andrea Herzog, who claims 55. Tereza Fiserova for the Czech, 50. Mallory Franklin, 46. We got the 3 World Cup legs this year, Jean-Pierre, finals in Pau, so Jess Fox is off to the dream start.
Yes, again, we saw her several times on the other season, but quite a great start from Jessica Fox. We will see next week in Markleberg. It will be a good information about the standing, because with 2 World Cup, we will see who will be positioned on the top. And on the second part of the season, after the Olympic game, and in September, the World Cup in Laseo in Spain, and Nepal, as you say, the final, and at the end we will see the delivery of the title, World Cup title.
Yes, Jess Fox will be looking at the long-term World Cup picture, but the short-term confidence goal approaching Tokyo is very much achieved in the bag, and these are the 10 men. David Florence, he came late in the semis, he was immaculate. The Olympic silver medal winner, Lukash Rohan, is the one for the home nation, trying to add to Yuri Priskovic's kayak win yesterday.
Yes, we have to follow him with care. He know well the course. And of course we have finally Kacper Sztuba from Poland with a massive win yesterday with the 2 Polish girls taking the lead, the first and second place. We have to follow him with care. And now on course with David Florence from Great Britain, starting in the first gate. We can be confident. He have really strong, he have power, he have the skills. Already medalist in the World Cup. We will have to follow him with attention.
Yes, welcome everybody. The men's C1 final kicks off with Great Britain's David Florence, 38 years of age, from Aberdeen initially, the northeastern flank of Scotland, and he's fighting back to weight. Real gritty determination on the Scots face. Now based down in Loughton in Essex for the close proximity to the Lee Valley Whitewater Centre.
He's going really well on the gate 12, 13, a good start on the first gate, really clean. He's on the middle, have the space to paddle to keep the speed, and a great start of David Florence now on the middle of the design of the section.
8 years ago, double world champion right here in Prague, C1 and C2 victories as he cuts back. So economical, the British line into 18, that upstream gate that caught out Mallory Franklin. So the Brits needed a good clear at 18. They were owed one.
Yes. And now finishing on the last. No penalty, clean run, very one from David Florence. I think he will set a new standard for the time, for the final, and pushing hard, having a strong stroke at the end. And yes, 97.44.
Yes, he's some legend, David Florence, and it's thumbs up, 97.44. He's the first athlete in the history of canoe slalom to win Olympic medals in more than one class, and the first British canoe slalom athlete to to attend 3 games successfully: Hong Kong, London and Rio de Janeiro. It's a super start, Jean-Pierre,
Yeah,
and the
super
Brit has
start.
laid the challenge down to the other nations.
Yeah, he put the reference, like in my mind he was Kacper, and he was in 97, 98. So a really great start, and probably he will take the podium. David Florence from Great Britain starting really well this final.
We will have Adam Burgess to come for Britain just after halfway. He'll be number 8 to get down this Vltava River whitewater course. They're sitting out on the decks, our photographers, and Thomas Cochrun exhales up at the start. The Swiss canoeist, he's been competing since 2012 and he was very good in the semis.
Yes, we will saw him. He was qualified for a Tokyo Olympic game, having the start of Thomas Cochrun from Switzerland.
And I love this double Swiss flag, top and bottom of his bow. It looks very cool when he's getting his nose of his boat up in the air, which they will in the C1 division, just like now. Good start for Thomas Cochrun.
Yes, a little bit in difficulty at the gate number 5, but still pushing. Nothing is done. You need to push hard until the end.
Yeah, it was such a good start, and then that early blemish kind of came out of thin air.
Yeah, 3.6 seconds down, unfortunately, for Thomas Cochrun. And now on the gate 12, yeah, he's playing a lot of time here. A good upstream on the gate 13, pushing hard on the gate 14. Yeah, so far so good.
Thomas Cochrun was up on the podium in Po. That was 3rd last year. Gets that breakout move well back to 16 and really holds the paddle deep in the Vltava River to make that turn very secure.
A little bit of time, missing 4 seconds on the second split time, but still going fast on the gate 19, 20, 21. Really hard here because you need to keep the boat as much as possible down of the stream.
Yeah, David Florence was beautifully impressive, wasn't he? And you've said already you think it's a podium finish for the Brits. And it'll be interesting to see who can get ahead of the very first to start this World Cup C1 final.
Yes, David Florence really put a set and a reference time, and a second place here for Thomas Cochrun. 7 seconds down, unfortunately. Some mistake, a little bit touches.
Well, the big Swiss paddler looks mildly frustrated. David Florence, on the other hand, is elated, and he sees what the others can do. And we wait because a big moment is approaching for the Czech, because Lukash Rohan, trying to imitate his paddling colleague from the Czech national team, Yuri Priskovic's victory of yesterday. That was the early first hit for Thomas Cochrun.
So yeah, the small mistake on the gate number 5, and whoop, he was so tight, even avoiding to capsize and do an Eskimo roll on the gate number 6.
But our viewers can't see it, Jean-Pierre, but when you look at the course, between 5 and 6 is the first really big wave on the Vltava River here. So that is the point where the river really is pounding its force.
Yes, and you really need to keep a good balance because he's moving a lot on this. And having the wrong side balancing put you on the pole, so it's a really challenge. 4, 5, 6 at the start, and Lukash Rohan on course. Oh, a touch gate number 1. We saw that before, and it was not pretending a good run. Yeah,
it's such a rough start for the man who won the individual silver here at the Europeans last year. Lukash Rohan has Czech hearts, I'm afraid, bleeding with that early mistake. Now he's got to quickly put that behind him. He can, of course, rectify the error and still compete with David Florence, and he's certainly making good mid-course time here.
Yeah, because he was only 2.3 seconds with a touch, which is saying that he's in contact.
Yeah, within 1/3 of a second, if he can have a really strong second half here.
but nothing is set. He still have almost the half of the course to do, and still in contact with David Florence. Exactly the same play time, 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, incredible. Lukash Rohan is exactly maintaining the deficit. He'd love now to gain some time on Britain's David Florence. He even pushes off the edge of the bank there away from 18, using everything you can here to overcome the Vltava River.
He's going well on this. He was really having the ball flat and keeping the speed. And now finishing on the gate number 22, 23. He's going well on the middle.
That's a hard gate to avoid, and he just avoids it. I think just avoided 50 seconds the penalty. He was really close to 24 to missing the gate. Oh, look at this finish from Lukash Rohan. Oh my word.
Impressive.
That was an extraordinary finish.
Yeah, even with the touch at the gate number 1, he is ahead. We have to wait for the confirmation of the gate 24. It was the writing pending, having the decision of the judges. But what a race of Lukash Rohan.
I mean, Jess Fox was devastating from start to finish. Lukash Rohan had a hideous start. This was my question, but the finish was just extraordinary. And he leads by 0.24 of a second. We've got this one review. Did he get inside the gate? I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
I knew it was tight.
It's in the review. We will have to wait the decision of the judges. It will be tough to follow. But what a last section. It was quite impressive and have all the time set.
This is the question. But in any case, whatever the judges decide, it was a quite extraordinary recovery battle. It was brilliant.
Yeah, really brilliant from Lukash Rohan. Here is home course, and the penalty is removed. No touch at the game 24, taking the lead.
Yes.
With the touch.
Yeah, that is brilliant. 0.24 of a second is the advantage. Lukash Rohan has the home nation in pole position, but now Slovakia charging as Matej Benus gets away. He's the world rank number 4. He's from Bratislava. C1 Rio Olympics silver medal 5 years ago in Brazil. Another one to have an early mistake.
Yes, gate number 4, a penalty, touch, 2-second penalty. And now on the gate number 7, doing a spin, going on the upstream number 8. And we'll see if he gets some advance. It's in contact, 0.64 second down on contact from Lukash Rohan, but we saw the impressive run of Lukash Rohan. The last section will be all that will be decided, and on course with Benus Matej from Slovakia.
Matej Benus, part of that legendary Slovak C1 team alongside Michal Martikan, Aleksandra Stach, their unbelievable decade, 9 golds at the World Champs. Is now gritting his teeth. He's got to find a little bit. We know it's possible from Lukash Rohan to get a time advantage in this last 1/8 of the course.
Yeah, lose a little bit of time. He was 1.5 second down on the second pleat. A little bit hard on the gate 21. It will be hard. It will be hard to set with Lukash Rohan.
But again, pushes off the wall just to propel himself quickly into the flow again. And come on, Matej Benus.
Will be enough for being in the podium. It will be a little bit far. Yeah, third place from Matej Benus from Slovakia, touching the gate number 4.
Yes, Matej Benus is not impressed. He is up on the podium, bronze at the moment, but we know we're at the halfway stage. It's very unlikely he will stay there. One more to come before we'll have our short break. And that is going to be Benjamin Savsek.
Yes, also one of a great paddler, an impressive one to have to follow it. He was having some trouble on the semi-final, having a touch, but still have the power and the speed, and he was qualified for the final. So now it's the time to set a new run. He raised the semi-final as a new race, and all is playing in here right now.
Yes, we welcome Benjamin Savsek is the next to come for Slovenia. We've got Slovenia, Slovakia, Croatia, Britain, USA and Poland, and it's real head-to-head between the Eastern European nations, Britain and the USA. And exhaling. This brilliant Slovenian, he's world number 7, European champion here last year, his double European victory, having won in 2019 in Po. And he's the world number 7 world champion in 2017. Come on now, Benjamin Savsek, let's deliver something special.
Let's go on the gate number 3. So a clean start. I mean, it's important, yeah, to have a clean start and being well on the first section.
Bow rudder sweep manoeuvre out of 4. This forest of gates here down the stream is boats at all sorts of unusual angles.
Yeah, it was a little bit hot on the gate number 6, but we have nothing set. 1 second up for Benjamin Savsek. He has no touch at the start. We saw the previous competitor have even touch. He's clean. He has to conserve and maintain his power if you want to take the lead.
The Slovenians are putting the challenge down now to the home nation for victory here on the home waters in Prague, and extending his advantage now. Benjamin Savsek has got 2 seconds clear of Lukash Rohan, and he's looking very powerful, very composed.
Yes, he's going very well on the final. Not doing the same mistake at the semi-final. He's going really well from Benjamin Savsek on the gate number 20. 21, whoop, avoiding the touch, and now finishing on the last. Should we take the lead?
Well, like Jess Fox, who won the ladies, Benjamin heading for Tokyo, and again, like Jess, would love the gold medal. That's the one thing that's eluded him in his otherwise glittering career. So a bit of a similarity between the two that we think are going to top the podium.
Yes, and a touch, the gate number 24. Whoa. Third place for Benjamin Savsek. A gate at the end, at the gate number 24.
But in any case, he was 0.6 of a second down on Lukash Rohan, so that touch, in fact, didn't cost him top spot. So he lost time, unlike Lukash, in the last part of the course.
Yeah, the last part was costing him a lot, and we saw that it was the last part that Lukash Rohan take the lead and having more time, and it was really impressive. And the other partner have the great challenge to really success on this last part.
So the paddle for the line, good for the Czech paddler, and I'm afraid catching out the Slovenian. And we're at the halfway point, and we will go down to catch up with our current leader.
Lukash, you're leading halfway through the men's canoe final. How was your race?
I have like a bit mixed feelings about my final run, because I made a really stupid touch, like already on the first gate, which is like pretty easy, I guess. And then I just said to myself that I have to do like really my best and try to go like in fastest line. And fortunately, I did it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, very cool and very composed. We would expect nothing less from Lukash Rohan, who leads the halfway stage here in Prague. The World Cup has really spun into action today with the C1. Jess Fox was devastating, and the men's is really getting very exciting. And we've still got 5 to come.
Yes, we have the top 5 with Slovakia, Marko Mirgorodsky. That will be the next competitor. And we will follow closely the Olympic representative from Croatia, Marinic, Matija.
And then it's going to be Adam Burgess for Britain, who goes to Tokyo. And the man who's decided his Tokyo trip this morning, Zachary Lokken, in that American head-to-head. He was too good. And Zachary also, he'll be the second last man down.
Yes,
he's had already a great morning. He's kind of thinking, well, whatever happens today, I'm going to the Olympics.
He had really an impressive run this morning, showing his ability and capability and proving that he will represent USA.
Still only the one perfect run. It was pinpoint precise from David Florence. He is lying second, only one of the first 5 for the men's C1 to be without penalty.
Without penalty, it's so important here, and it cost a lot having a touch in Prague here. it's devastating.
And last year at the Europeans in the C1, there were again in the men's top 10 in the final, only 2 I think that had no penalties. So this is a bit of a theme here. It's very hard to complete this course with a 0.
Yeah, here we need to really focus on having a clean run, no touches. And now Marko Mirgorodsky from Slovakia starting the race of the final C1 men.
The second half of the men's C1 final gets underway. Slovakia's Marko Mirgorodsky is away. He's only 22. Jakub Griga, the other young gun for Slovakia, he was 7th in the men's K1 final yesterday. And Marko, poor, ducking and weaving so well through that forest of downstream gates.
Yeah, starting really well, this talented young paddler from Slovakia. Starting well his race, and he have 2.73 seconds up, 2.73.
This is serious, commanding start.
Wow, we need to keep on pushing hard and staying, but he's really well, Marko Mirgorodsky.
I mean, of course, you can't play cool here in Prague. He's got to keep pushing, but if he can just come home now without penalty, he could be getting ahead of Lukash Rohan, and he is building his advantage.
Yeah, 3 seconds now, almost 3 seconds up from Marko Mirgorodsky. He's going well, very well. Oh, a small mistake on the gate, number 17.
But he'll still have a second advantage, and he's only 22. Marko Mirgorodsky now last. Very tricky combination section here by the bridge.
Still not finished. He need to push hard to take the podium, to take the one of the first place.
Well, Jakub Griga was good yesterday, but this man has been exceptional this afternoon. Come on now, Marko Mirgorodsky going for the line. It's going to be really close here. No.
And now taking the 4th place, unfortunately, from Marko Mirgorodsky. Oh. Such a shame at the game number 17. He was perfect on the top part of the course.
His start was lightning, and then that touch, and he just lost a little bit of ground coming home, but it was exceptionally good to watch, and I think this man is destined for, well, Olympic world medals in years to come.
Yeah, of course. We have to follow him and take care of him. He's present, he's well. And someone have to follow. Congrats, Marko, for your beginning start of the race. It was quite impressive, and keep pushing.
Things are certainly getting very, very exciting here in Prague. The young Slovakian gives everything to the Vltava River, and he comes very close to taking the lead away from Lukash Rohan, who still sits on top. Well, exciting stuff as we just see Marko Mirgorodsky just now talking through his run. He's clearly buzzed up, as you would expect at 22. That was a big run on a huge occasion.
Yes, he has really nothing, just small adjustment for the next race and coming, and it will be really great and challenging the top paddlers.
4 more to come, ladies and gentlemen, and Matija Marinic from Zagreb in Croatia. The beautiful Croatian flag on the stern of his boat is away. He goes to Tokyo like Lukash Rohan, who leads with just this final 4 to start, and it is a very powerful start here for the man in red and white.
Yes, a really good start, a strong paddler, strong line from Marinic, Matija from Croatia, and it will be an advance, 1 second 79 up. A really great start from Croatia.
Yes, the Croatian flag is slapped ahead of the Czech Republic's flag at this point, but we know this is far from over, as we just very much saw from Marko Mirgorodsky.
But yeah, Lukash Rohan was impressive at the last section. A little bit of time losing, but still 0.61 seconds up.
Yes, he's lost 1.1 seconds there into the second split, but Matija Marinic has still got the nod of Lukash Rohan, and he gets through 18 very, very well. That was beautifully smooth, and he went wide to 19. It was a great sequence of turns.
Yeah, and keeping the speed at the game number 19-20, which is great, and finishing now, all is clean there. We have to follow him. And again, 23 up, avoiding, no touches, still fast, still clean for Marinic.
Yes, Matija Marinic is going to be really close on the time as he comes to the line. Oof, it's a very good run.
Third place, but a touch pending at the gate number 1. We have to wait for the review. Maybe a touch will be set on the gate number 1, but otherwise.
Yeah, and a wonderful reaction, Jean-Pierre. He smiles and then grimaces as he looks back at the river that he's just overcome very impressively. On the podium, he's got that review we are waiting for from 1, but it was really good. The start was perfect. He was up on the split, but again, just tiring a little bit down to the finish line.
Yeah, he really success to keep the line, keep the speed, and success on all the course, and not having something bad, and which is really great.
And I thought 18 to 19 was particularly strong. I mean, he just carved that turn out of the water. He was so confident. We've seen a lot of 18 not being quite as decisive. He just held his line as if to say to the river, look, I'm going to go this way.
Yeah, and just avoiding a little bit the bubbling area and keeping the speed. And now we are with the 3 latest competitors. Adam Burgess from Great Britain, that will represent Team GBR at Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games.
Yes, last 3 to come, and the world number 11 getting underway. Individual silver here in Prague, the Europeans of 2018. Adam Burgess, David Florence still that immaculate, only clear of the C1 men's finals so far.
Wow, such a strong start. Whoa, 3.48 seconds up from Adam Burgess.
Clearly the Brits had a team plan here about the ideal lines, and both Adam Burgess and David Florence are absolutely nailing those plan lines. This is really good. 1 decision pending at 6.
Yes, we'll wait the decision, but still he's in advance, going really well. 2.72 seconds up, really great from Adam Burgess. Starting with the last part of the course of the section, gate 17.
Adam
18.
Burgess. He paddles 9 times a week, Jean-Pierre. He lifts weights 5 times a week. He does yoga too, and this is all of the training that combines for this sort of a performance on this big stage.
Yeah, trying to relax, keep confident, and have the positive mind, even if something happens during the race, which is really important in our sport.
Adam Burgess now coming to the end of the course. Can he get ahead of Lukash Rohan to set him on a very cool part of the Olympics in Tokyo? Comes to the line, it's going to be really tight.
Third place from Adam Burgess, but we are still waiting at the gate number 6. The pending decision.
Yeah, a little scream of agony as he came across the line. He fought so hard, and it was brilliant to watch.
Yeah. I think he pushed hard until the end, and it's at the gate number 6. He was maybe a little bit tough. We have to wait the final decision.
But I think
we have to wait.
Yeah, and interesting though to see both David Florence and Adam Burgess at the same time, so we can just see how tight that British qualification battle was for Tokyo, because they have both been brilliant this afternoon.
He was that in Lazio in 2019 for this battle between Adam Burgess and David Florence. It was really tight, and finally Adam Burgess did it, but it was really close. Okay, we saw the slow motion and the review penalty. Wait the confirmation of the judges. They made a great job during all this weekend of the race. And yes, unfortunately the penalty is confirmed. 50-second penalty. Adam Burgess is out with the 8th place.
Yes, that is a devastating blow for Adam Burgess. Our commiserations, that is too frustrating. But now the man who's got a broad smile on his face, because Zachary Lokken qualified for Tokyo this morning. Pan Americans gold medal winner from Lima in the C1 category in 2019 is off to a very zippy start here.
Yes, small mistake at the gate number 6, speeding on the gate number 7, going through the upstream number 8. I think he's more confident. He can release his paddling way after this stressful morning with the Olympic selection. finally made it.
Yes, he's out of the big mountain country, wild waters up in Durango, Colorado initially, now in Charlotte in North Carolina. And as you say, the Olympics will certainly be just weighing on his mind, and Zach Lokken's now just got to compose for this last half of the course, and he is composing.
Yes,
he's catching.
He's in contact, 1 second, 0.68. It's still in contact with the touch at the gate number 6. Still to push and continue. Oh, unfortunately, a touch at the gate number 17.
Yes, probably that is the end of the American challenge, with a 2-second penalty to add for Zachary Lokken. Pushes off the wall like many are doing at 21. Then into those very deep boils, got stuck in the bubbly water.
It will be not enough for the podium, but maybe on the top 5 it will be enough. Zachary Lokken finishing on the final sprint, the gate number 25. Come on, Zach, go, go, go. Final sprint, and seventh place for Zachary Lokken. Of course, +4 penalty cost a lot.
But super to see his reaction, because he knows the big goal is the Olympic qualification. That has been achieved, and he puts his hands in the air as if to say, yep, I came to Prague with one job. Yes, the World Cup's crucial, but he goes to the Olympics.
Yes, the job is done. He was here just to finish the course, to finish the race, trying to get on the podium, on the top 3. Unfortunately, it will be the 7th place for him, but I think the big goal on this weekend, it will be the qualification.
And also fair to say that many Olympic and world champions and some of the best canoeists haven't mastered this Vltava course even once. He did it on the one occasion that mattered in that battle with his fellow American for the Olympics. So that one perfect round in the semis was his objective.
Yeah, exactly.
So Zach Lokken can canoe off to the Olympics, and Pan America's champion will join the battle in the East.
And we are with the last competitor of this event and of this day, canoe slalom, with the Polish Kacper Sztuba. An impressive run this morning with the semi-final, take the lead. Can we make the same now? Let's start with the Kacper Sztuba from Poland.
The last of the men's C1 World Cup here in Prague is away. Poland trying to add to the Super Ladies K1 victory yesterday, as away goes Kacper Sztuba. 22 years of age from Leszna on the Czech-German border of Poland. Early mistake like many have had at 6.
Yeah, number 6, a small mistake giving a touch. But still, we have these competitors, Lukash Rohan, who is making this mistake, still ahead. 0.17 second up with a small mistake, but now he's playing a little bit down on the gate 13, but still pushing, going fast on the gate 14. It's now the time to glide, to take the speed before the last part of the section, the middle part of the course.
Kacper Sztuba has lost a little bit of ground on Lukash Rohan through that second split. He knows how to master this course. He was 8th individually here, Europeans last year. Team bronze for Poland. He's big off the stopper, lands, brake is on. Stern of the boat hits the wall, but he is still going well, and he's traveling.
Yeah, 0.81 second on the second speed, but now finishing on the gate 21. Finishing gate 22, pushing hard, will be enough for the podium. Gate 23, wow, it was tough and hot. Oh, small mistake at the gate number 25. And finishing the final sprint, I think it's made for Lukash Rohan, taking the lead here in Prague. Wow, such an incredible final today.
Oh, Kacper Sztuba, the last upstream 360 was absolutely immaculate. He hits the second from home, sadly, for that 2-second penalty. And yes, it does mean this man, Lukash Rohan, points at his flag. It's a second Czech victory. Yuri Priskovic winning the K1 division yesterday, and Lukash Rohan, he claims the C1 World Cup. Brilliant from the home nation.
Yes, wow, such a great start from Lukash Rohan and from the Czech with the lead yesterday from the Czech, and today again.
So, compelling sport here. Thank you to Jean-Pierre for me alongside me from Senegal. It's been wonderful to have your company, and we've had 2 brilliant ladies and men's finals. The extreme slalom is still coming up this afternoon here from the Prague Whitewater Centre. And we will go down in just a moment to hear from our C1 first World Cup champion of the season.
Congratulations, Lukash, your first World Cup medal and a gold one. It must be a special feeling, especially at your home course.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I really don't know what to say, like especially after that on first gate. It sounds a bit funny still to me, but yeah, it's amazing. Like this is the last race for me before the Olympics, so it's amazing.
You said you had a touch on the first gate, but it didn't seem to bother you. You continued in your own pace, and it paid off.
Yeah, like it was quite easy for me then, because I just said to myself that I need to do something really, really special and really fast. And I was not stressful because I made like really stupid mistakes a few seconds after start. So it was like just to do it or not.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, super to hear from Lukash Rohan, and this is the confirmation. He had the 2-second penalty, but it is still a quarter of a second clear of David Florence and the Czech, winning yesterday the K1 and a C1 victory for Lukash Rohan.
Yes, David Florence. I knew that the Great Britain, someone between Adam Burgess or David Florence would in the podium, and David Florence taking the second place.
And Benjamin Savsek completing our World Cup podium here in Prague. It's been superb sport. The home nation proving their male strength, both K1 and C1 Czech victories, and Australia and Poland. Jess Fox, bronze yesterday, she won this morning, and she'll head to Tokyo as one of the hot favourites for either K1 or C1 gold. And Jean-Pierre Bourmy alongside me, thank you for your company. We're going to have a break now. We'll be back for the extreme slalom. That is starting at 2:45. And that's going to be so exciting. That is an exciting sport. It's going to be in the Olympics, and we can't wait to see that.
Yes, it will be
2024.
At the 2024 Olympic Game, Extreme Slalom. You can follow it. It was impressive. I hope you enjoy the race of Canoe Slalom, and see you next week for the World Cup in Markleberg, that we have the second World Cup.
Yes, we will be back in Markleberg. We will be online later at 2:45 for the extreme head-to-head battles. Ladies and men to come. The men will finish off the afternoon. But of course, the one crucial outstanding matter is just to have a quick reminder of the World Cup standing position as we head into the 2021 season. And Lukash Rohan, with the Prague victory on the home waters, he'll claim the 60 World Cup points. David Florence, first to go, 5 points in arrears. And Benjamin Savsek looms the big Slovakian on 50. Matija Marinic, well, he was very good through the first half of the course. Again, he'll claim 34. And World Cup points, of course, into this season, all crucial for our Prague victors.
Yes, a good start and a great reference for this guy, following well on the things. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. And
yes, it's been an absolute pleasure to be here, and we will be back with you in 2 hours. 2:45, we'll see the first of the ladies' extreme slalom heats. We'll see you later. Enjoy your lunch. We'll be back in a couple of hours. Thanks for your company.
thanks, bye.